Alright, today we're going to be picking Big Truck's first challenge lock, which comes nicely wrapped key. CL0, I presume that is supposed to be. I would call that CL phase, but I'm pretty sure that's a CL0. Big Truck. Yeah, nicely done. So, it's got some nice engravings on it too, which I'll show off after I get it picked, I think. I have picked and gutted this before this. It took me about 40 odd minutes to get the first open on this thing. But now I know why. So there's a little click there on 3. And there's a spoolie boy on 4. Click. Tape pin on 5. Back to pin 2, which is a standard, and back to the rear somewhere. Yep, little click there, and just nudge up, tiny nudge up on 2 again. Back to the spoolie boy. A little bit of rotation, a little bit more rotation back up 2, just to brush that a little bit more. Spool counter rotates properly then. So you just got to get lined up on it nicely and counter rotate, that clicks, and then often the tapered pin at the back goes. Sometimes the tapered one at the back gets stuck. Don't trust it, it lies. Anyway, there we go. So that's picked open. Like I said, it took me like 40 minutes to get that the first time. And when I open it up, you will see. So there we go. Picked. You can see the nice engravings, nice like sunburst around the front. 0 phase. Big Truck. I don't know what that's about. Yeah, so it's got a clip on the back, but he's also nicely grub screwed it. So I'm going to gut it through the grubs. Having gutted this once before, I'm not going to bother pulling the core out. There's no Bible or core modifications, so no need for that. Now, let's do this number 1. Grub screw. Spring. Go down there. Tiny driver pin. And a very nifty key pin. This little T-spool. Come on, there we go. And the main key pin. So this is a proper 0 lift on 1. So you can see it's got a little hole down it. And so this pin sits in that together. And so if you overset this lip will catch on the top and the normal pin will fall down. And that does work extremely effectively if you overset it. Now, if you pick this like I just did clockwise, it's quite difficult to overset that pin. It just gets stuck under very early, so it's not a problem at all. But if you pick it counterclockwise, it is very easy to overset that pin. Okay. Pin 2. It's the only one with a different spring. And we've got a Lockwood standard tapered driver. That also was giving me a lot of trouble initially. I believe that's why this was taking me so long. The standard key pin is that the 2 of those together was not really the feedback I expected of challenge lock. So I'm very certain I was oversetting pin 2. It worked out pretty early on that pin 1 was a 0 lift. Three. We've got this mini spoolie boy, sort of like a serrated spool. And just turn it the right way around. Goes up there. Goes there. Pin 4 is a nice double spool. See in a second. Spring. Double spool. Key pin. And finally, pin 5. Whoa. Well, I guess that one. Pin 5 is a tapered pin, which probably can't tell, but it is narrower at one end than the other. That does work quite effectively with the double spool when you're setting it. Gets caught in the middle. So here's our pins. So again, we've got this really nice pin in pin front overset key pin, then Lockwood standard beveled pin and key pin to match. That oversets extremely easily, and it really doesn't need to lift very high. It's only a very little bit, and then just a few gentle nudges to get out of that bevel without oversetting. Got this serrated spool pin. It's got a little bit of a spool lip at the bottom there, and then a couple of serrations. All key pins on all of them. Use that double spool I mentioned. A little tiny like serration in the middle. That's pretty well done. And then there's this tapered pin, and so you often have to set this sort of in the middle of this spooling. The same with this bevel bit. You have to get them right, and then the spool can slide a bit, but then you have to go back again and just nudge this a bit, sometimes nudge that a bit, and then you can get it definitely false set, and then it'll let you counter rotate properly. So yeah, there we go. That's big truck. Oh, I never did pull this key out. Well, we got to look at the key. So pull knotted end to open. Now we're going to be able to tie that back up again. All right, it's very nicely done. Okay, so I suspect this is a hand-filed key, which it is, most definitely a hand-filed key. So that's the bitting we were playing with. You can see, yeah, that proper zero lift on the front, and then a pretty reasonable bitting on the back there. So there we go. That is Big Trucks CL Phase CL0. Thank you for watching. Oh, crap, I almost forgot. I was going to use this as well as an entry video for Norland's 400 subscriber giveaway. So I'll be using the hashtag for that as well. I've picked like 3 locks that would qualify, and I just keep forgetting that there's a giveaway I was supposed to be entering as well. So congratulations, Norland. Yeah,